Obasanjo visited Afghanistan to resolve its crisis. PDP chairman Secondus, makes empty claims to seek ex-president's blessings. Embattled national chairman of the PDP, Uche Secondus, has said he learned former President Olusegun Obasanjo visited Afghanistan lately to intervene on the crisis rocking the Asian country. Secondus, who has been under pressure to resign as the party's national chairman due to infractions, described Obasanjo on Thursday as a global personality resolving issues across the world. By his subtle claims, the chairman believed that Obasanjo could wade into the party's crisis and give him, Secondus, his blessings. The chairman spoke with journalists at the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library, Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, after a closed-door meeting with the former president. After the meeting that lasted more than an hour, the PDP chairman said he came to Obasanjo as an elder statesman to advise the present government. In his words, Obasanjo maintained that though the situation of Nigeria was very bad, it was not irredeemable. In fact, Nigeria is irretrievably damaged. That's it. Irredeemable, out of it. If instead of saying Nigeria is irredeemable, just say Nigeria is irretrievable. That's it. He asked Nigerians to set aside partisanship and think of working together to save Nigeria from collapsing. Wow. I'm so sorry. How can Obasanjo visit Afghanistan? Even Biden has not gone. It's Obasanjo that wants to go. To do what? Who asked him? It's the pride. I don't even know if I can confirm this. If this is true. Did he actually go visit? Or maybe he talked to officials and met with officials. But to actually go to the country when people are trying to escape. Intervene what? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. A whole Biden. They have not even made a sentence on this whole thing. Obasanjo is out here doing the most. Who asked? Who actually asked? He's running hot and scatter for a country. I mean, why would they even let him into the country? That is shady. Because you must have connections with the Taliban for you to just enter the country freely and talk to them and want to intervene. He visited. He did not. I mean, it's not even shocking because you have Issa Pantami, who has in the past praised the Taliban and said that they're amazing and hopes that they win, in previous clashes and so on. So it's like, again, if you have someone like Issa Pantami, let's not even be surprised. But this is just out of it. It's so funny. This is so funny. Imagine the lion has not even gone to understand the situation. It's now a rat, a cockroach like Nigeria that is going into world issues like that. Our country is not even able to fight off Boko Haram. It's been almost a decade. Boko Haram is still out here gallivanting the way they want. We've not even been able to deal with international issues. Then Nigeria wants to now step into issues that has world powers backing on both sides of whatever conflict that's happening there. Yes. It's the delusion for me because this is just absolutely not. Someone says Obasanjo should first of all resolve the problems and situation of his country before going to other countries. Charities begin at home. He cannot allow Fulanis to kill his people. Is Obasanjo still in PDP? And FFK is in Kano attending Yusuf Buhari's wedding ceremony. Imagine the genetic relationship between PDP and Afghanistan. What? Actually, isn't Issa Pantami part of the APC? But in APC and PDP, they are one. At the end of the day, it's a game for them. They'll look at what platform, opens and increases the probability of them getting into government. So it doesn't really matter what platform it is. But for the fact that a Nigerian official, Issa Pantami, has in the past has been proven to have links with terrorist groups or praising them and saying we can't really that's scary. Somebody else says no, the Afghanistan he visited is the PDP. Is there any difference between PDP and Afghanistan at the moment? Somebody here says nothing concerns me. After all, he went there without stolen money. But those of you saying he can't settle declaring Nigeria, Buhari and APC don't take advice. Who's your boring APC? You're still defending, you're still on the side of these politicians. I feel bad for you. I pity you. I really do. If you're literally still defending either side, PDP, what? I mean, my expectation was that PDP and APC are like long time gone old parties, but it seems they're still relevant still today. So, yeah, people are here defending them like it's crazy. Somebody says Secondus is a clown, incompetent, keep fooling yourself. Which Afghanistan? You mean okay, I can't even read that. Someone says I'm laughing in Taliban. Oh my days, it's so funny. Like, what? The world powers, they haven't even put action, and they've not even drank or drink water of this situation. And now look, this was happening. They haven't even settled to have a definite solution on the route they're going to take with this. And then it's a power, a third world country power like Nigeria that cannot even handle herdsmen, then Boko Haram, and then it's faction ISWAP, and then it's military that wants we need to be humbling ourselves sometimes. We need to be, and they do scary things. That's how these people, government literally went to go arrest 3 Israelis that were in Nigeria for their documentary shoot, and it was like they obviously they didn't really harm them or anything, but in the manner in which they went at it, we're just like, are you guys that reckless to understand that you are not that much of a world power to tackle or disrespect or intimidate? Another comment here says Obasanjo should first of all resolve the situation in his own country. No one says nothing concerns me. After all, he went there with stolen money. Let's look at more comments. Hausa people will praise the Harry Potters now. Watch and see. Keep fooling yourselves. Which Afghanistan? You PDP what? Okay, this does not even make sense at all. Fool while your house is on fire. Absolutely. Yeah. It's ironic. You are in trouble and then you basically just ignore. I mean, that is impossible. There is no way he must have visited. I don't even think they'd allow any I mean, of course he's powerful and has the money, but still, like, he can't just go in. Why would he want to do that, especially when the place is on fire? It means that he must have some connection that protects him when he travels, but he can't do that. You have not resolved Nigeria own and you're going to Afghanistan. Of course, it doesn't make sense. And it's funny, to be honest. I mean, what would be the effectiveness of the trip? What has been the result? It's not, okay, let's not pretend he's not gonna have the best power to change things. Somebody here says, crisis that US couldn't resolve, an ex-president of a third world country can. Very funny. CPDP, someone says, someone who cannot put out the fire in his house but rush to assist put out of another distant neighbor. Is that right? But then it's like, the most important one here says, crisis that US couldn't solve, an ex-president of a third world country can. Doesn't make sense. Like, no disrespect to the man, but what power do you have internationally to make a change, except write some letter that his assistant probably wrote for him, saying whatever it is there. I mean, it's not like as if they give genuine letters anyway. So yeah, it is what it is at this point. He has become God that gives blessings. I mean, again, what does he have? Nothing, apart from being an ex-president of a third world country, which it doesn't even make sense anyway. So the crisis back home is less important to him, when indeed they themselves have not even experienced up to 1,000 of what Nigerians have had to put up with in the last 6 years. I genuinely, they must have gone through worse. Doesn't mean anything. They must have gone through worse. A criminal is always a criminal. Wow. Okay. Why would you say that? There's literally no justification for that at all. Doesn't make sense. Somebody here says, oh, I can't even read that. That is someone says, is they're the ones who support the country. Yes, he also went to Iraq and Syria. Wow. Yeah, we don't associate with that in that way. Somebody here says, nothing to settle. Fool. Exactly what Anonymous said. That's a whole different conversation, but we can get into that later. Someone says, I laugh in Taliban. A lot of comments have been like that, to be honest. It is what it is. Put what you think in the comment section, and do not forget to like and subscribe.